7:29, coming up towards 7:30 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's go to something hopefully a little more pleasant, a bit of a segue from what we've been discussing, the very weighty issues of life in Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to talk about a first art exhibition by Daniel Lewis, known as Priest 868 or Priest. It's to be held at Arnim's Art Gallery in Port of Spain. Also featured as a supporting artist is his younger brother, Jeremy Lewis. It's a charity event, as 20% of the proceeds generated will be donated to the Rape Crisis Society of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the priest is with us now, Daniel Lewis. Very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Fazir. Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. So before we get into a discussion about your style and indeed how you got into art and it's become your passion, let's make sure we give the basic information on the event that's happening. The exhibition at Arnim's Art Gallery. Where is that? When is it happening? How do people attend?
Okay, so the gallery is located on the corner of Cipriani Boulevard and Tragreet Road. That is directly opposite Mario's. That's a big white building on the corner by the traffic light.
Right.
It used to be a clothing store, I understand, before.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where it's located. The exhibition actually started last night, right? And it runs until the 15th of July. The gallery's opening hours are from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Is there a cost to attend, to view the exhibition?
No, all art exhibitions in the country are actually free to attend. It's one of the best kept secrets in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, I'm glad you're telling me that, because you're a stingy person like me, always looking to break from having to pay for anything. So I'm glad that you're letting me know this one. So the exhibition is underway. It concludes when again?
On the 15th of July.
Right.
That's next week, Friday.
Right. So it goes to the 15th of July. So tell us now, what can people look forward to with these pieces that will be on display?
Okay, well, this exhibition is a collection of 35 pieces. 29 pieces were created by me and 6 pieces by my younger brother, as you said, Jeremy Lewis. We are both portrait artists, but we take different spins on it. My brother is very passionate about animals. So he does portraits of animals. He's been a vet tech for about 15 years, right? I do portraits of people, I'm passionate about people. So, yeah, so the 29 pieces I have created are a collection of drawings that I would have done over the past 3 years, and it shows my process and development, finding my own style. It's tied into me finding myself as a person, understanding who I am, and expressing that through visual art.
Well, I'm watching your Facebook page right now, Daniel, and I'm seeing where you did one of Peter Minshall.
Yes.
Tell me about that style. Why has that become your favorite medium with the pen and that means of representation? Because I kind of a little partial to landscape watercolors. I don't know why. That's my kind of thing. Not that I could paint myself. I'm useless with that. But that's the kind of thing that I like. But it's very interesting to see your representations. Tell us a bit about what gravitated you to in that direction.
Well, it started in secondary school, Trinity College, Muka, where I would have been drawing at that time with graphite pencil. But the rule that was set out by my art teacher was that there would be no erasing. So you'd have to learn to use a pressure response in terms of how dark and how light the lines were. Fast forward many years later, one day I was sitting at work, just bored, and there was a pen in front of me and a piece of paper, and I decided to doodle. I drew something, and it turned out that people were more impressed by the fact that I was actually using the pen than the drawing itself. So I realized I had that wow factor, with the ballpoint pen, so I kept it as my main media. And since then, I've developed myself. I've used the layering process. So I would start all my drawings with pen, and I would layer it with other media such as colored pencil, acrylic paint, even gouache. Now I use a lot of different media. I experiment and I've explored a lot. The Minshall is, I would say, the realization of my own style. in terms of the gouache as the background. That's a whole long. In the exhibition, you will see.
Remember, Daniel, you're talking to an ignoramus. What is gouache?
Okay. Gouache is a water-based media. It's how is best to explain it? It's similar. It's like a mix between watercolor and acrylic paint. That's the best way to explain it.
That's it. Put it simple like that. That's the best way
Yeah.
to put it. Before time runs out, I have to ask you the obvious question. I mean,
Yeah.
it's yourself, your brother. Is this a family thing? Is this a passion that has been handed down to you?
Well, I believe so. I have an uncle as well who can really draw. My grandmother was artistic in her own way. I mean, she was never a professional artist, but she would you see the creativity coming out in her everyday life. You know, so I do believe it's come through the bloodline somewhere.
And I suppose when you're following your passion, it's so fulfilling, but is it about having to pursue your passion but still maintain a day job because of the economics of the situation?
Well, I believe so. I believe anybody who isn't pursuing their passion isn't living a fulfilling life, but at the same time, it takes a little while to develop a passion to the point where you can live off of it. So I do have a day job. I am a firefighter. I've been a firefighter for the past 14 years. And well, one day I hope to replace my income with my passion, which is art and music, as well as event management.
So what station you're based at, by the way?
Cuba Fire Station, but I'm on vacation right now. As you can see, I have a little...
You're doing something else at this time. So, Daniel, before time runs out on us, and I'm seeing this representation of Will Smith. That was before or after the slap?
That was long before.
Long before, okay.
That was long before, yeah.
All right, okay, no problem with that. So, the exhibition is underway. Arnim's Art Gallery, just at the corner there, Tragreed Road and Cipriani Boulevard. It's free. People can attend to purchase the items. I think very importantly, you've identified the Rape Crisis Society to benefit from 20% of the proceeds. Why has that organization been identified?
That organization, I chose to contribute to the Rape Crisis Society for two reasons. One, I believe that as an adult and as a member of the society, I share responsibility to improve the society and to address social illnesses. Rape is the social illness that I cannot understand why it even exists. There's no logical reason. I mean, I can understand why somebody would steal, even though I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I'm condoning it. I know that there would be some logical reason behind someone doing that. I cannot understand why rape even exists in our society. And I am doing what I can, as I believe we all should, to eliminate it from our society. I believe it can be eliminated, and that's what I'm working towards.
And let me commend you in that regard. And finally, if anyone wants to reach out to you directly beyond the exhibition that is now underway and goes until the 15th, just give us the contact information before we conclude, please.
Okay, you can reach me on social media, on Instagram at Priest, Priest, 868 art, or you can call me directly at 361-9912.
I see you've titled the exhibition, Who Am I? So at the end of it all, will we understand who you are?
Yes, I believe so. Well, last night at the opening, even though it was impacted by the situation in Port of Spain yesterday, the response of the audience was a favorable one, and that I do believe I had people thinking about who they are, which was really the intention, you know.
Fantastic, Daniel Lewis, Priest 868, or just plain Priest if you care to. Thanks very much for taking the time, and good to see your sense of awareness in relation to contribution to the Rape Crisis Society and that broad understanding of issues in Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks very much for taking the time.
Yes, thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. Daniel Lewis there with us. 7:39 in Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to take a break, but before we take that break, let's show you an image from one of our viewers, from Gary Preston, a sunset at a store B. Very nice indeed, very serene. Maybe we need a little more serenity in Trinidad and Tobago right now. We'll be right back.